Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. What's the deal, baby? Y'all didn't know Big Boss, Hog Boss, Dog, K-Po through the door with a top this boxer. We back to back. Terence Crawford said, well, he didn't say it. Eddie Hearn is speculating that if Terence Crawford does not get the Canelo fight, he might retire. Let's discuss it. Eddie Hearn was interviewed, and he says that Terence Crawford might not fight anybody else but Canelo. That's the only fight he wants. And he not budging off of that. You know, if those of you live under a rock, Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. He feels like he's deserving of that fight. He says, I have 2 ESPYs. I'm 2-time undisputed. And I deserve that fight. That's the fight I deserve. Nah. I won't say he deserves it. Okay? I won't say he deserves it. David Benavidez deserves a Canelo fight. He deserves a Canelo fight, not Terence Crawford. Now, would I be mad if Canelo fight Terence Crawford? No. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Do I think Terence Crawford could beat Canelo? No. Will I root for Terence Crawford to beat Canelo? Yes, I would. Because I love the sport of boxing. You feel me? I love the sport of boxing so much that I would root for Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez. But it's not going to happen. I rooted for Jermell Charlo to beat Canelo Alvarez. But I told y'all that Jermell Charlo won't beat Canelo Alvarez because of the weight. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all won't listen to me. Y'all think this is a video game. Like, you know, boys could just pop up and, you know, like, boy, like Neo Inoue could go to heavyweight and beat Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. This is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis could go to heavyweight then. Like, it's weight classes for a reason. I keep telling y'all this. You know what I mean? I would definitely root for Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez. But it's not going to happen. That's just what it is. Now, him saying that, well, Eddie Hearn's stance is saying that Crawford don't want to fight nobody else. I think Crawford is selling himself short. Hear me out. Crawford is looking for the money, right? He looking for the big fights and the big money fights, right? There are a lot of big money fights out there. You still got Boots. That's a big money fight. Now, is he the biggest money fight he can make? No. I think him and Charlo is a big money fight. You know what I mean? The beef, the history, you know, he beat Errol Spence. Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence are like brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where, you know, that's a mega fight right there in itself. You know, Tim Tszyu versus Terence Crawford, mega fight. You know what I mean? They fight in Australia, Crockett. You know, that's a mega fight. Fundura, Terence Crawford, big fight. And that's a tough fight too. I don't know if Terence Crawford beats Sebastian Fundura. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all boys sleeping on Sebastian Fundura. I keep telling y'all, you know, they like, oh, Terence Crawford stops him. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Terence Crawford, 5'8". I'm taller than Terence Crawford. Right? I'm 5'10". Sebastian Fundura is 6'6". Make that make sense. Come on, man. Sebastian Fundura can look on the top of Terence Crawford's head. Stop playing, bro. All I'm saying at the end of the day is this. There are a lot of big fights for Terence Crawford, right? If he chooses to retire, I wouldn't be mad at him for it. You know what I'm saying? But I personally, you know, think there's a lot of big fights out there. Him kind of setting his sights and, you know, I look at it as like selling your soul for $1, right? Because I don't think Terence Crawford believes he can beat Canelo Alvarez. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I think he wants to get paid. That's what I believe. He wants to get paid. Now the Bud Buddies, oh, you wasn't saying that when he wanted to fight Errol Spence. Well, Errol Spence is a bigger fighter. Errol Spence is a bigger fighter. He has a more exciting fighting style, right? And it would be, I think it'll be a more entertaining fight. Did I think Errol Spence could beat Canelo? No. And I'm talking about Errol Spence in his prime. Did I feel like Errol Spence could beat Canelo Alvarez? No. You know what I'm saying? But that's a more entertaining fight than Terence Crawford versus Canelo. Because Terence Crawford gonna do what? Terence Crawford gonna try to box, use lateral movement, and dance around the ring. That's what he gonna try to do. Because he can't stand in the pocket with Canelo. It's not happening. But Errol gonna stand in the pocket with Canelo. Errol don't give a damn. That's one thing a lot of y'all don't understand. Errol stepping, bro. Errol gonna stand in the pocket with Canelo and try to out Mexican style that boy. That's what he gonna try to do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm talking about when the matchup was talked about at first, when they offered Canelo that deal. With Bud, I don't feel like it'll be an exciting fight. I feel like Bud gonna try to box. It's gonna be kind of boring, right? It's gonna be like he gonna make Canelo think. You know what I'm saying? Because Bud got a high boxing IQ. He gonna make Canelo think, but I think Canelo, him having the experience that he has, he gonna get Crawford. You know what I mean? He gonna catch him with a shot, and it's wrap. It's gonna be like a TKO, like technical knockout type of situation. You feel me? Where they just kind of the ref wave, and then Bud gonna retire after that. You know what I mean? It's not one of them things where Bud just, you know, like he gonna stop Canelo. Like, nah, he gonna try. Right? He gonna try to get Canelo to run into something. And that ain't happening. I'm just telling you. And even if he do, even if Canelo do run into something, the boy chin is tested, man. The boy chin made out of steel. You know what I'm saying? Any man that can take a punch flush from Gennady Golovkin and then just look back at you, or take a punch flush from Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo's hitting Canelo with some stuff, bro. And the man, that boy head shake. You know what I mean? I said, oh, nah, cuz on a different level. Because that punch right there would have put boys down. At 54? You know what I mean? But Terence Crawford to retire because he can't get big fights. You know, the only fight he won is Canelo's. Like, don't sell yourself short, bud. That's my response. Don't sell yourself short. I ain't never seen a dark-skinned Indian before. That's crazy. That boy dark like me, but he an Indian. That's wild. All I'm saying at the end of the day is that my bad. That Terence Crawford, man, it's a lot of big fights out there, man. You know? And I still think he can get out here and rumble with these young bulls, man. You know? You 36, finna be 37 this month. You know, I'm just going here and saying September. Get out here with these young bulls and show them that, hey, man, they ain't cut from your cloth. You know what I mean? But I noticed with the Bud Buddies, when you bring up Boots' name, they get upset. Oh, Boots is at 47. He had. Why are we even talking about him? He's at 47. He's not even fighting at 54. You can make that fight at 54 or make it at a catch weight. I don't see what the problem is. Boots could go to 54. Right? I don't see what the issue is. You know? Boots want that fight. That's on his menu. You know what I'm saying? He wants to fight Terence Crawford. I don't see why Terence Crawford don't want to fight him. I don't see nothing wrong with fighting Boots Ennis. You know? I don't. Now, I could visibly say this. I could say this. Crawford can't make 47. But he can make Boots say, hey, look, you come up to 54, we'll fight. And I guarantee you, if they throw that at Boots, Boots going to take that money. Pause. If they say, Boots, you got to go, Crawford will fight you, but you got to go to 54, I guarantee he'll go up there. I guarantee it. If they offer that fight to Boots, Boots ain't turning it down. If they say, all right, Crawford say he'll fight you, but it got to be at 54. Guess what Boots finna do? Go up to 54. I'm telling you this. But there are a lot of good fights at 54. You know what I'm saying? That he can still make and still make a lot of coin and sell off in the sunset. But he's trying to avoid all these fights and fight a Canelo fight so he can get paid. And it's like, is it about legacy or is it about selling your soul for $1? I don't know. Because, like I say, it looked like he just trying to sell his soul for $1. That's what it looked like to me. He like, man, F it, man. Give me Canelo, man. I'll fight him, man. Jermell Charlo, he could have fought Tim Tszyu, which I wanted him to fight Tim Tszyu and fight Canelo. I definitely understand it. You make more money fighting Canelo than fighting Tim Tszyu. You know what I mean? Tim Tszyu is more of a legacy thing. But I definitely understand it. You know what I mean? But you selling your soul for $1. But I think Terence Crawford needs to buckle down and just worry about fighting. Stop making these other fights happen. You're a free agent. I know Turkey is his right-hand man, but it's time to start making some fights happen. You know this. And pay attention to this. Terence Crawford will not fight again this year. Mark my words. And let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.